What's up, guys? And today I'm gonna be showing you all my top 10 best Pokemon in Regulation 8 Pokemon Scarlet and Violet 2024. I don't know why I did the last part, but I did. First we want to start, and I also am going to be showing you all sets, as you can see in the little corner. So first we're going to start with our Caledon. Caledon is a really good Pokemon all around. Like, it's the evolution of the Ralladon from Sword and Shield, which actually allows Duraludon to use the Eviolite item, which is just a really good item. Our Caledon has many things that makes it good. One of the things is stamina. It has the ability stamina and body press. So that's a dangerous duo. But that's the ability it usually runs. It usually runs the moves Body Press, Electro Shot, Flash Cannon, and Draco Meteor. And I've seen it run Terra Fighting, Terra Fairy, and Terra Grass to ignore Moongus, So this team is, so yeah, you can run any Terra type. IVs are 0 attack, because it's a special attacker, so it doesn't really need attack IVs, so yeah. This Pokemon is really good. It's really been a staple of competitive Pokemon on any rain team. So yeah, I just recommend putting this on any rain team, okay? Next, we go on to String Cheese, man. Goldengo. Well, the Goldengo is just a really good Pokemon. It can run Nasty Plot, it can run Choice Spec sets with Make It Rain, Nasty Life Orb sets with Nasty Plot, so to set up. So yeah, this Pokemon is really good. It usually runs Terra Steel. I've seen them run Terra Fairy, but I've never seen it pick up. I saw one run Terra Dragon, which it was really weird, but made sense at the same time. Goldengo's just been really good in competitive Pokemon throughout Scarlet and Violet. So yeah, I recommend you get it, and put it on any sort of team you have in Reg H. So next we got Blood Moon Ursaluna. This Pokemon has also been really good since it was introduced. It usually runs Life Orb sets because Choice Specs basically makes it so they cannot use its Blood Moon without switching out because Blood Moon works in that it doesn't allow you to use it twice, and Choice Specs makes you use the same move. So yeah, just saying. It usually runs Life Orb with Hyper Voice, Blood Moon, Earth Power, and Protect. It usually runs Terra Normal. So yeah, it's a really good Pokemon, and I recommend you get it. It's really strong. Next we got, it's a turtle. It's Torkoal. Well, this one, it can run Choice Specs, Charcoal. It usually runs Eruption, Terra Fire, and with the Choice Specs sets, which basically next to a Follow Me user, which is really strong, and then, well, first you use to get a Pokemon that can set up Trick Room, then you switch Torkoal and grab Terra Fire, Eruption, and then you use the Pokemon that can set up Trick Room. You want it also to be able to use Follow Me. This one has really been good because of its access to just one of the single strongest fire type moves in Eruption, and its low speed stat is vital for Trick Room teams. So if you have a Trick Room team, Sun team, put it on it. I recommend it. Next we have both Flumes Ursaluna on this list because I've been having some. Well, normally I would have some troubles with them, but with a Pokemon I have, in the next slide is how I countered both Ursalunas completely. This Pokemon has Guts, and it usually runs Flame Orb, Guts, Facade, which is a 140 base power when you're burned. Guts gives you a 50% damage increase if you are burned. Basically ignoring the homeless, and the entire point of Facade is to ignore Will-O-Wisp, or burn. So just a combination of the two plus stab just makes it really powerful. The set is right there. I hope you like this kind of like slide that I have, because I was working on it for like an hour, I guess. Not an hour. I spent most of that just trying to, find the sets. But I found this one. It's really good. I actually fought against it. It's really strong. So I just you can try and put this on a Trick Room team, it's really strong. Next, we got, this is the Pokemon that helped me. I already made an entire video of why it's good, and I showed you 2 sets. So I'm going to make this really short. Basculegion Male is just a really dominant Pokemon in Regulation H. In Regulation G, it was my sweeper. I literally one-hit a Grass Terra Kyogre with Terra Ghost Last Suspects. This is like my favorite Pokemon at this point, and it's so strong. You can put this on any sort of team, It's really strong. I recommend you put it on your rain teams, Just remember to give it Swift Swim if you're on a rain team, adaptability if you're not, but Swift Swim is usually better. Okay, so next we got, I couldn't have a top 10 Regulation H list without the King Gambit. It usually runs Black Glasses with Kotal Cleave and Sucker Punch, Swords Dance for setup and protect. In Regulation G, it ran Terra Fire, Terra Blast. I saw some Terra Water, Terra Blast. I'm really sad that they didn't give King Gambit a Pokemon with a sword on its head, Aqua Cutter or something or Sacred Sword or something. They should have given it more sword moves, if I'm being honest. More sword moves. Sacred Sword, Aqua Cutter, Leaf Blade, Solar Blade. Oh my god, I can name so many the moves. Yeah, but this Pokemon's really good. It hits super hard. Its special defense is a little bit lacking, and it's really slow. But boom, that's perfect for Trick Room teams. Put it next to an Indeedee with that high special defense in Psychic Terrain with that Psychic Seed. Boom, it's literally broken. Next, we got from all the Pokemon next are just support. Amoonguss, this has been really good. All the time it's been legal. Has Spore, which makes you go to sleep unless you're a grass type, but it does have Sludge Bomb to punish grass types. So either way, you have a choice: get Spored or Terra, and lose your Spore immunity. Lose your Spore. Get Spored or Terra, but if you get Spored and be a grass type and be immune to Spore and get Sludge Bombed, or Terra and then lose your Spore immunity. So yeah, it's really powerful. It's really tanky. Terra water sets are common, I've seen. So yeah, I really recommend it. Next is the King, Incineroar. Incineroar got it's really good because of its ability Intimidate. Also because it has Parting Shot, Fake Out, Taunt, and Will-O-Wisp. All of which just making it even better than it should be. No Pokemon should be this strong. it made Landorus Therian just completely obsolete for a bit, and then even when Landorus Therian came back, it was still better than it. The only Pokemon that had higher ratings than Incineroar were restricted legendaries, which just makes sense. But Incineroar was still on a lot of teams, you know? So it's like... So yeah, next, I recommend you have one of these on every one of your teams. I'm sorry. Trick Room teams, get an Incineroar. Any sort of speed control team, get an Incineroar. Rain teams, get an Incineroar. Sun teams, get a Incineroar. Sandstorm, Terra, Steel, Incineroar. Snow teams, get a Incineroar. It is 2. Especially with the Alolan Ninetales being able to make Pokemon more bulky, there is no Pokemon that would become more broken if they got more bulky than Incineroar. I'm telling you, get an Incineroar. I would actually rather have an Incineroar than any method of speed control. I'm being honest. Put an Incineroar on your team. And while you're at it, put a Moongus there too. Unless you're on the Sun team, then don't put a Moongus. Unless it's Terra Water, then always put in a Moongus. Yeah. Okay, next. And lastly, it's Rillaboom. Rillaboom is the thorn that made Miraidon, that made people who used Miraidon regret using it. It's literally just so annoying. When I played doubles with Miraidon, I thought it was the best restricted, and then Rillaboom, and then I saw Rillaboom, and I completely changed my mind. And then I said, I need Rillaboom. I need Rillaboom to counter other Miraidon. I grabbed him. I got a Rillaboom on my team. I won every match. I changed it to an Amoonguss. I lost almost every match. And the only matches I won were against Sun teams that had Whimsicott instead of Torkoal. Which I've never understood. Why would you have a Torkoal instead of Whimsicott over Torkoal? Unless you go Tailwind, then that makes sense. But that's not the point of this video. Get a Rillaboom on your team, please. It's just so good. Priority with Fake Out, Grassy Glide. You're able to maneuver around with U-turn. And Wood Hammer is just a strong grass type attack. Use Rillaboom. Is just too good to not be used. Actually, most of these Pokemon are too good to not be used. I think the one that you would actually be able to find without using is Archaludon. Most of these, a lot of these Pokemon, you have to have at least one on your team. And I think the one that I don't need on my team is this one, because normally I would want this one. I have this one, which can boost its special attack while also doing damage, so it's really good. I recommend you use at least one of these Pokemon when you're team building, but you don't have to, obviously. Let's say you're doing Snow Team, then I would recommend none of these Pokemon except this one and this one. Now, Sandstorm, I recommend you have this one, this one maybe, just all the ground and steel types, you know. So bye guys. See you. If you have any, if you don't like my list, well, just you could have searched up any other lists. So just if you don't like my list, you can go. There's a ton of YouTubers who make lists. You know, just if you don't like my list. If you don't like my list, that's probably my fault, okay? I'm just going off of usage stats. I'm going off of usage stats that are really good with Pokemon that I have seen firsthand that are really good. Okay. Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.